So I am going to create this video and give it honor unto blaming others. And I understand that we all experience different relationships, which is why we are here. And I understand that it's quick and it's easy to tell people to just let go and just tell the person to leave and that you don't want them in your life anymore. But one thing that I will always stress to everybody is you have to take accountability for your own energy. Even if you tell one person to leave your life because you're tired of them, you're really just tired of yourself. And in order for you to get to that level to where you don't even have to ask people to leave your life anymore because you're already living the experience that you want to have. And so, I know I've been guilty. Sometimes I'm still guilty, but it's something that I myself am actually working on too, is finding ways to change your thought process, finding ways of not feeling like you're the victim, finding ways to take accountability for the things that you are attracting, and especially taking responsibility and accountability for the energy that you emit out into the universe. I think so many times that we just live a day-to-day life not really taking accountability for what we're putting out there, and then when it shows up, we end up complaining about the person or the thing or the experience. So in regards to that, it's easy to tell people to try to just, I don't want you in my life anymore, and you just don't even exist. But what you really have to do is try to find that point in yourself, or, that reflection in yourself, and fine tune it so you don't have to tell people to leave your life anymore, because you're going to constantly just be attracting those things that you desire to experience. And part of that is, first, taking accountability. Second, being responsible now for your thoughts. Don't get me wrong, you're still going to experience certain things because you've already planted certain seeds out into the universe for you to experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that has to stay there. You do have the power to transform it into something greater, into something better. So every single day, and I was just talking to a client about this yesterday who came in, and every single day you have got to put yourself first. It is not a selfish act, but when you understand that you are the only one that is the center of your reality, you have to put yourself first. And every single morning, every single second, every single minute, every single day, every single hour of your life, you have to check yourself and ask yourself where you're at. Where are my thoughts right now? How am I feeling about this situation? And not being attached to it. I think one of the most powerful things for me was, and even back then I didn't know, but now I definitely have grasped it, is the Bhagavad Gita. I had met somebody who introduced me to it. I had read through it. It always speaks about detachment. Detachment, 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 detachment. Buddha, detachment, detachment. All of it is always about detachment. And back then I really didn't question it until recently, probably within like the last couple of years. I have come to realize that because your mind is always shifting and changing, and especially when you're making the progress and you live fervently to make those changes to be a higher being, things are always going to be shifting. And so if you constantly are attached to material things, to people, whatever it is, you're not going to allow yourself to things to flow to you the way that you would like them to. So what ends up happening? You end up having chaotic situations. Things start happening because the universe is trying to push all this, experience that you have been asking for, but because you haven't cleared out certain, things in your life, and you haven't made space for this energy to flow through, you're going to create chaos. And so, the Bhagavad Gita is very big on detachment, because as you begin to evolve and as you begin to expand and ascend in your life, certain things are going to have to naturally be let go of. And you can't be attached to that, because once we hold something so tight to ourselves, we sit back and wonder why we feel so heavy, because you're not making space for something brand new to come in. And so it's not flowing. Look at nature. We are nature. We're created from nature. And look at how beautifully it just flows naturally. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why that it has its blockages sometimes and why things are shifting is because of the shit that we're doing to it. Because we're doing it to ourselves. So it's going to match. So we have to start taking accountability for, the things that we emit and the energy that we bring into our space. And just know that it's okay to put yourself first, because you're the center of your cipher. Everything else is a reflection of that center, which is you. So, before we start to complain about the people in our lives and what they're doing and what they're not doing, just know that that's just a projection of yourself. And it's important that, you look at them and bless them and pray for them and say thank you for showing up. But at the same time, this is something that I've worked on and that I'm working on, and release them with love. All right. So I wish you guys the best, and you guys are absolutely beautiful. And my saying always is, I am an infinite being with limitless possibilities. Peace.